For WNCW, I'm Pam Bunch. Our military men and women sacrifice so much to serve their country. Their families sacrifice as well. With that in mind, an organization was formed recently here in North Carolina that offers servicemen and women something that will give them a constant connection to their families and loved ones that they can carry with them wherever they serve. HeartsApart.org offers free family portraits so that soon-to-be deployed military personnel can take those precious memories with them. Last week, I spoke with Browning Harris, who is Director of Photography for the project. And lest anyone thinks that these photos are being done by just any photographers, Harris is a professional photographer for 35 years and has photographed John F. Kennedy Jr. and Andy Warhol, as well as working with worldwide corporations like General Electric and Raytheon. First, I asked him to describe the project.
Well, Hearts Apart was created to keep families connected with our military, men and women serving abroad. And we are, through the efforts of our community's photographers around the country, you know, there are other ones besides me, we're taking photographs of deployed servicemen and women with photographs of their spouses and children, and we're going to be putting them in a waterproof, durable bifold card that fits in the uniform pocket of the serviceman or woman, and they're just so pleased with what we're doing. As
an idea, it seems so basic and simple, and yet it's such a wonderful thing to do for our men and women in uniform.
Yes, it is. It's, in fact, I think I realized how significant it was after the first shoot when one wife of Marine Christina said we didn't think that anyone cared, and I think the whole team cried after that. Then another note was that Army Airborne servicemen said to us, after seeing the photographs and seeing us the second time, he said to us, "Thank you for taking care of my family while we were taking care of yours." And it really hit me when both of those people said that.
It really is a fantastic gift. But this project started over on the other side of the state in Wilmington, where you are.
Yes, it was founded here in North Carolina, in Wilmington, North Carolina, by the executive director, Brett Martin. And the reason for that, because North Carolina is the home of Pope Air Force Base, Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, Fort Bragg, Camp Lejeune, and Cherry Point, and New River, which is Air Base.
And, of course, there are many families here in this state that could take advantage of the opportunity, but it's a long way to Wilmington. So how do you stretch this project to military all over the state and the country and the world?
Right. Since the Fox interview came out, we've been getting 50 to 70 requests a day from families from Kansas to Germany, and also from photographers. In the last 2 days, we've gotten Bill Fitzpatrick, who's a former White House photographer, to cover Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. We got another photographer out of Norfolk, Virginia, Scott Hayden, and another photographer out of Kansas City, Gabe Hopkins. And all this has happened within the last 2 days. So we're really going nationwide with the project.
So would you say that's the most important thing at this point, to get photographers located in all of the places that you'll need them to do the work?
Yes, because it's a never-ending project. The project will never end. Servicemen and women would always be deployed somewhere.
But you also do other things to help make the shoot really special.
Yes. The photographs are at no cost to the families. We take a photograph of the serviceman or woman in a dress uniform. We take some portraits of the family, and then we do a for his eyes only photograph, and that is a more intimate photograph of the wife. And it's really part of that pocket thing that goes in his breast pocket that only he can look at when he's in a tent or in a foxhole somewhere, just to remember his family.
To remember who he's fighting for.
Yes.
And that's great. It reminds me that way back during World War II, they had those cheesecake photos that they posted or carried with them of movie stars.
Rita Hayworth.
Yes.
And Betty Grable. But they had Betty Grable on the bombers.
This way is great. They can take it with them next to their heart, but you also send the lady to get a special outfit to wear for that special photo.
Yes, we will send them to wherever they would like to go, or Victoria's Secret we have been using, and we're always hoping that there's sponsors and donors out there to pay for that.
That's okay. You don't need to be afraid to ask for a little assistance with the project. As a matter of fact, it's a nonprofit, and you've only been working on it for a while with Brett Martin there in Wilmington, and you've only just opened it up to the world.
Yes, There was a studio built in Wilmington, North Carolina, and about 8 months ago, and we started this project the actual shooting of the families back in September.
And in order for this to work for all of the military essentially forever, it requires additional help, such as people to do hair.
The makeup, yes.
The whole 9 yards. So you're really looking for many types of assistance from donors and sponsors and businesses that wish to participate in heartsapart.org. You're also taking calls from members of the military who want to have their photos done.
Yes, and there's other parts of the story, for instance, in terms of needing donors and sponsors. We found out that one airborne family, their car broke down before the shoot, and they had to borrow someone's truck to get to the shoot. And the wife told my assistant later, she would have never told me that, but that their car broke down. They had abandoned it in a parking lot. And I talked to a sponsor, and the cars, and it's going to be in a shop, and the sponsor is going to pay for the repair.
That's incredible. There's so many needs everywhere right now, and we just take it for granted that when men and women enlist in the military, they're automatically taken care of. But that's not the case.
These kids do not make that much money. It's very hard to take care of a family on the money that they get.
What is the best way for people to get in touch, whether they want to donate or sponsor or be a photographer or have a photograph done?
It would be through heartsapart.org. There are different categories for join the cause and for contact and whether you want to be a photographer or whether you're a family, and there's different email addresses that go to individual people that are helping with the project.
My thanks to Browning Harris, Director of Photography for heartsapart.org, an organization based in North Carolina that seeks to provide free family portraits for military families before their loved ones are deployed away. For details on donating, sponsoring, or otherwise participating, or to see about getting your portrait done if you're in the military, go to heartsapart.org. For WNCW, I'm Pam Bunch.